All right. Welcome back
Yep.
to the Straight Up and R&D podcast.
Yes, sir.
This is episode six.
Yeah.
Episode 6. You guys already know the slingo. Giving it to you real raw and uncut, straight up, with opinions based on facts
Yep.
as usual. And I'm your host, Rich, and
I'm D. And, we coming at you with another episode. And also, again, while we do love to hear your opinion, we don't give a fuck about it.
that's just the way it is. All right, that's just how we roll over here. But in this episode, we got quite some
I think we got some good
topics to go
topics.
over.
Yeah, we got some
You
good
know.
topics to go over. But, let's start off with my boy, Chris Breezy.
Chris Breezy.
Chris Brown, man, who I personally think I think he's up there with Michael Jackson. He is a one-of-one entertainer. I am a fan of his music. I like his music. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I like his music.
No,
And
he got some good music. Like,
Yeah.
we grew up on him. Like,
Group on Chris Brown.
We
I
sure
feel like
did.
you gotta duck sometimes when you be like, I like Chris Brown music.
oh,
Yeah, wait, we about to get into that. So,
I mean, that's how some people feel with R. Kelly.
yo, R. Kelly a different story.
Like, I mean, he does have some good tracks.
he got some
Like,
good tracks.
You can't.
He got some timeless hits. You know what I'm saying? I think he's about to get out too.
Ooh, my beer.
I think he's about to get out. But anyway, I feel like I read that somewhere he was about to get out soon.
I know, we got to get into that later.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know that.
I feel like he's about to get out, but I'll double check that. But anyway, in light of NBA All-Star Weekend, right now it's Sunday, so the NBA All-Star game is playing right now. As you guys know, they always kick off the weekend with like the Celebrity All-Star game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown was invited to that game. Now, I believe it was this game over another event, but it was a celebrity event, an NBA All-Star Weekend. He was initially supposed to play. And at the last minute on the day off, he was kicked off the team because one of the sponsors of it, he called out Ruffles. That's what he said. Ruffles, the potato chip company, did not want him to play because of his history. As you know, I mean, as everybody in the world know, Chris Brown beat the living shit out of Rihanna.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he beat the living shit out of Rihanna. I believe he was 19, 20 when it happened. Back in the day at the Grammys or after the Grammys. And he also got a history of, like,
He's a little young blood.
yeah, he got a little history of just anger management issues and, amongst other things. So because of that pass, Ruffles was like, hey, you're sponsoring this event. We don't want Chris Brown there. And that kind of stirred up a lot of topics because Chris Brown, he put it to the forefront. He let it be known that this is the reason why I'm not playing. And it kind of had me thinking, like, should he ever be forgiven for what he did in the past? Like, is there a road to redemption for Chris Brown? You know what I mean? Like,
But before we even get on that track, I just want to know, like, didn't he play in the All-Star games before?
I feel like he did.
I feel like he did. Like, he had to play. I know Justin. I think he did. Like, maybe the celebrity game. Yeah, most definitely he played. I know Quavo and all them other
Quavo
guys.
was there. I know he played.
Justin Bieber was there.
I know
like,
Justin Bieber was there.
I know he definitely played ball.
I feel like he had to
Let's
play.
Google that. I'm gonna Google that. But let me say this. If he did play in the past, there should be no reason that now he's like
Yeah. No.
being banned or not wanting to play by sponsors.
Yeah, so no, that's a good question. Look that up, but it just had me thinking, man, like, when can he ever be forgiven? Or is domestic violence even forgivable? Is that something that we could look at somebody like, all right, you did your time. We see that you're, sorry for what you did. We see remorse. who are willing to give you a second chance, or is that something just unforgivable? It had me thinking because this is like, all right, now I don't know Chris Brown personally, of course. I don't follow his life day to day, but I know he did some community service or some jail time for that back in the past. I know he did an interview with his mother at one point, just kind of breaking it down of like what happened, like how sorry he was. And I know, he had some incidents or little hiccups after that too, but I feel like I haven't heard Chris Brown name being brought up negatively in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. I feel like he's just been focusing on making music. I know he's a father now with, I think, 3 kids. He was on Club Shay Shay for one of his interviews, so obviously people are starting to see him in a different light. I know he started to perform overseas now because he was banned for a while.
Yeah.
Now he's able to perform overseas. So it's looking like the world is starting, or at least some people in the world are starting to like give him another chance to forgive him. But there are still some people who linger. And I guess that's within their right to say like, hey, we still don't like what you did. But should they be able to hold that over his head? Me personally, I only feel like he should be forgiven if he's shown remorse, apologize, and maybe since he's a public figure, you have to show publicly or like what you intend to do to make sure this never happens again. And I feel like he did. I will hope he did. I'm pretty sure he took some anger management classes at some point. But I feel like not getting in trouble is also me showing y'all, hey, I'm willing to take steps forward.
But how many years ago that happened though? Like,
shit, bro. How old was I?
My thing is this. I remember when it first happened, he, had to do community service, a whole bunch of stuff he had to do to like kind of redeem himself and like, show that he was on the straight and narrow, you know what I mean? Like on a better path, right? Right. And he got a second chance. Mm-hmm. And since then, Chris Brown hasn't done anything that was like
out of this world.
Like he never abused another woman again. At least not that was,
Yeah, of course. that we know.
Not that the public knows, but like, why now? It's 2024. Like, why all of a sudden? Yeah, we're gonna dig up your past and we're gonna say, yeah, we don't want you.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, and that's the thing with society now. We always bringing up somebody's past and using it against them, and that's one of the downfalls of social media, which I really don't like. It could be anybody rise to fame, or anybody who's just trying to do well for themselves, make a name for themselves. Mm-hmm. Takes one hating motherfucker to dig deep in your Twitter profile, Facebook profile. Y'all, he made a tweet in 1998 saying this, that, and the third, and then trying to get the public to form against you. And it's just like, bro, like, how old was I when I said that? Like, and I hate that we all want to act like we never made mistakes in the past. Now, that is a big mistake. I'm not trying to downplay what he did, but when can somebody make a mistake and move forward? Do we not live in that type of environment anymore? The society not like, this is America, it's the land of the second chances. Are we forgetting that? So we just going to keep downing him for what he did in the past? Again, not downplaying it, but it's just like
you screw up once, you're done for life.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. We got people out here beating up on cops and coming out on bail with no bail. Like, come
burning
on.
Burning
down buildings and
destroying businesses.
All this craziness. But I think, to me, like, if you pay your dues, in a sense, like, let's say, this might be a little bit extreme, but like, let's say you burglarized the house, you went in, tried to steal something, and you got caught, right? Boom. And that was 8-10 years ago. But since that 10 years ago, you didn't commit any crimes, you was doing your thing, you got a job, you make an honest living, this, that, and the third. I don't think it's, well, I'm going to go dig up your past and say, well, you can't get this job because 10 years ago you robbed the house. Like, you have a whole other track record that shows you've been doing positive things and being an upstanding citizen. I shouldn't still hold you, you know, against that. Hold you accountable. Now, if you had a record where you're in and out of jail and
So
you know
you
what I
can't
mean?
be trusted.
It shows you can't be trusted, but you know, people make mistakes, you know,
Shit
and
happen.
the shit that Chris Brown did to Rihanna, like that was wild. Like
That was
you
really
should never
wild.
put your hand on a woman, but like he has not gotten into any other situation that I know of that I can point and say, yeah, you are a woman abuser. Like you frequently do this all the time.
Yeah.
This, that, and the third. So
And the thing about it too, like he's definitely like had other girlfriends past Rihanna. I mean, like he got kids, so he's been with other women. You know what I'm saying? Past Rihanna. So I feel like if he was really labeled a repeated abuser, I mean, who knows what happened in the dark? Like we're not in his personal life, but if he's been with other women. I'm pretty sure they will come out and be like, "Oh, he beat the shit out of me too." You know what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, they haven't. But again, who knows what happened in the dark? We're only talking about what's been known publicly. The same information you know is what we know.
right.
But who knows? Somebody could come out tomorrow and be like, "Yo, Chris Brown beat the shit out of me." Blah blah blah. This date, that date. But yeah, man, it just and to your point too, with like, hey, if you come out of jail and do good, but that's something still holding against me. That's another problem I have with society. It's like when you make a mistake, it's like forever imprisonment. You know what I mean? Like they would just constantly look at you and judge you in a way. And you know what even fucking pissed me off too? Some of those same mistakes you made too, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I always say, bro, everybody in this world broke the law at some point. Everybody broke the law, but not everybody has been caught.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure many of you viewers had gotten a speeding ticket before.
Exactly.
It's like, come
some
on.
people got speeding tickets, and there's some people who'd be able to speed and not get caught.
Yeah, they say I speed all the time. I never get caught.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't like when we just automatically judge somebody. Because, bro, you could be looking at this person like, oh, damn, he got this on his record. Shit, I remember when I did that back in the day, but I was fortunate enough to not get caught. So I don't like that, man. Like, again, that's not to really insinuate that we have or know somebody that done something on the level as Chris Brown, because that's on a different pedestal. But at the same time, it's just like, I feel like Chris Brown in his 30s now, man. That happened when he was a teenager. It's just like,
yeah, he was mad young.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not saying let it go, but when can we say, like, you know what?
All right, we could look past that. And granted, people did look past it because he's still making millions.
Still making
He's
millions.
still doing music with Drake and all these other big artists. So it's not like his career flopped ever since that incident happened. He's still winning, you know, getting #1 songs and, you know, up on the charts and everything. So none of that has changed for him. So it's safe to assume society kind of forgave him that for that. Now for the chips brand, what is it? What was
Ruffles.
It called? Ruffles. Of all people, Ruffles, to come out and say something like that, that's just like kind of retarded. But based on what I can find, it seems like he did not play in the NBA celebrity game.
Okay.
He's played in like the BET celebrity basketball game and Power 105 celebrity basketball.
Shit, they got basketball.
I didn't even know that.
That's what I'm saying. When the hell was that?
Yeah, so those were in 2019 and I think around 2012, around that time.
Wow.
So he's done other celebrity basketball tournaments, but not it seems on not specifically the NBA.
So he hasn't. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I guess this is his first time, and Ruffles is they call it disinviting him from the game.
Which is crazy. You've been invited to play. You're getting geared up and about to go, and next thing you know, Chris Breezy, one of our sponsors, don't want you on the court. So
Yeah.
But you're
hang up your
welcome to be in the
jersey.
stands. Though I think they said like he's welcome.
You can still watch the game.
Yeah, like you can still watch the game and hang around, but
You can sit on the bench. You know.
but
clap.
it was just crazy. And it had me thinking like, who the fuck is doing the decision making for Ruffles? Like somebody, on that board is probably just like, I don't like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's just
They
like
rubbed him the wrong way when he was young.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like because if he played in the game, I bet you everything would have been fine. Nothing would have turned over from that event.
Yeah, no past victims would have came out and said, "Oh, you let a woman abuser play on this platform," and I mean, who knows? They could have though, because nowadays, and that's just so crazy the world we live in, yo. It's like,
Bro, remember Mike Vick?
yeah,
Bro, he still fights that shit, that dog fighting shit.
really,
Bro, all right, so like I'm a big Jets fan. He played for the Jets one year. And I remember the time when it was announced he was signing with the Jets. So many people came out and was like, we don't want this dog abuser on the team. If you sign Mike Vick, I am no longer a fan of the organization. Like, it was crazy. And I'm like, damn, bro, like he still going through this. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Like, and
That's
I'm pretty
kinda messed
sure,
up.
I'm pretty sure like he goes through that wherever he's at. Like that's put his animals, man. Like white people love dogs. You know what I'm saying? White people love dogs. So like that's one of them shits that definitely will follow him forever. But like Mike Vick cannot get past that, bro. And he went to jail. Mike Vick did time.
For that,
He did time.
I remember
a
that.
year or two. I can't remember
He
what
was
it
on
was.
the Falcons back then.
Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
Star for the Falcons.
Yo,
did time.
beast.
And paid back. I remember he said he had to pay back some of the money to the Falcons. Came out, bro. Was remorseful. Did everything he can to, try to clear his name back. No other issues. No more off the field issues. People cannot get past that. Some people cannot get past that. And he was still is upstanding citizen. Like, I can't remember Mike Vick his name being.
I mean, at least he got to become a QB.
Again, he was able to get another chance in the NFL.
Yeah, he was able to get another chance, get a QB spot. Was it the Jets that he ended up getting with, or I forget?
He went to the Eagles. When he got out of jail, he went to the Eagles, and he was a star with the Eagles. Absolute star. He went to the Pro Bowl. I'm pretty sure he was a first team or second team All-Pro. It's like he never went to jail. He was a tad bit slower, but it's like he never went to jail. He was a star. And then he got another $100 million contract with the Eagles. But again, people just weren't able to just, let that go. He went to after the Eagles, I know he was with Pittsburgh, the Jets. I think that was it. I can't remember where else he went. But yeah, bro, some people are just not, no matter what you do, you can make a mistake in the public eye. Some people are going to hold that onto you over your head.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, if he was a repeat offender, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't remorseful, I can look at Kanye. This guy, this guy did all that crazy shit, and his album is like second on the charts. And then they started to pull his music on Apple Music.
I always call.
How does
Kanye,
that make sense?
I call Kanye.
And he's a repeat offender.
He's a
like
triple repeat offender.
He's
like,
been saying stuff all for the past 5 years. He's been saying all type of wild, crazy stuff.
I always say Kanye is a one of one type of guy, bro. Like there is nobody else that could do the shit he do,
say the shit he says,
and still just come out on top and still be relevant. This motherfucker has said so much shit, bro, and I'm just like, damn, like he's still it. You know what I mean? And people just still defend him.
Hey,
like,
that's what happens. You could do that when you're self-made.
So, and a billionaire.
And a billionaire.
You can do that when you're self-made. And I mean, that's a great point too. Yeah, when you're self-made, you endorse yourself, you back yourself.
You got a strong fan base.
You could like really voice your opinion. Like, yeah, he's in a position now. Shit, he could say what he want. He got the money.
He got the money. That's not a problem.
Yeah, so now he could just be like, I'm gonna speak my mind, and you can't really take much away from him. Yeah,
Shit.
Kanye's 101, bro.
Yeah, nah, you gotta give him props. You gotta give him props. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy to get back to where he is now because of all the immediate backlash that he got, but
Being called a stalker because he's like trying to stay close to his kids.
I mean, that's his kids.
Yeah, like I remember when he bought a house like across the street from Kim K or something, so he could be close to his kids, and everybody called him a stalker and shit. I'm like,
yeah, that's just people hating. They don't really understand that, you know, he was probably being pulled away from his kids and he wanted to be with them. So
yeah,
it is what it is. He's got the money to buy the house across the street. Why not do it if you can, right? Make your life easier so you can see your kids. But nah, back to this Chris Brown thing. I don't think he should take it too serious because eventually next year there's gonna be a different sponsor. They might let him on.
yeah,
You know,
maybe, or maybe he probably be a little butthurt.
no, he's definitely gonna be butthurt about it because it's like, damn, you digging up my past. Like now I gotta like relive all that and go through all that over again. But I don't think it'll blow up as big as, you know, Ruffles was trying to make it.
Cause I bet you, bro, this is a topic for now. Maybe in 2 weeks, people just gonna forget about it.
People are gonna forget about this. I didn't even know about this.
People are gonna forget. People are gonna forget about it. Just like, all right, talk about Chris Brown now. Talk about Rihanna again now.
Everybody forgot about R. Kelly. I mean, he done got locked up, whatever, did all of that. Nobody talking about him now, but you said he coming out.
Yeah, let me look. I feel like I saw that somewhere, bro. Because it was like, oh, we can't wait for the R. Kelly interview.
Nah, they really ripped him up.
For real, bro.
But there's like a lot of stuff with his case and the victims just didn't make any sense to me. It was like, okay, so the parents of the victims was still going to this man's concert and watching him live front row. Some of the victims were there, but then you're going to lock him up for whatever he did.
The parents need to be locked up too.
And it's like there's so much inconsistencies right there. Like why go through this? And it maybe there's like an underlying agenda that was behind that. Kind of like the Bill Cosby situation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about his shit. Yeah.
You know, but it's weird. They do it, and you look at the trend. They do this to a lot of black entertainers.
No, for real. I can't find. I just saw somewhere where he got 30 years. So I don't know what the fuck. So all right. So I guess he ain't coming home this year. But
yeah, we just gotta wait for the appeal. Yeah.
But his situation, it was obviously disgusting. But once I heard how parents was on board with that, basically just selling their children to him because he was paying the parents and the kids, and he was just paying the parents and the kids. And when that money ran out, that's when shit hit the fan. I was like, as a mother or father, how can you just be okay pimping out your daughter, your son or daughter? Oh, what was it? Just in the girls, right?
Yeah, it was the girls.
Yeah, how can you just be comfortable just pimping out your daughter and want to get mad because he's no longer paying? I'm like, what kind of sick... You know, shit like that reminds me of like the fucked up world we live in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always try to be optimistic in life. I always try to like look at the world in a good lens. I try to at least. But when I hear shit like that, I'm like, damn, we really got some fucked up people in this world, bro.
Yeah, greed will do that. Greed would definitely do that. And some people will go to the any depths of the ocean to get that money. The easy come up. The easiest path or the path of least resistance to get easy money. Like that's the
At
world we
what
live in now.
cost?
Like nobody gives a damn anymore. Like, oh yeah, like if just do it, just get the money. Like it's okay. You're gonna forget about it. Just think about how your life is gonna be when you get it. And then no morals.
No morals,
No
bro.
morals, man. No morals.
And for for those parents to be able to just wake up with themselves, look themselves in the mirror, like shit, and then, like shit ain't wrong. It's just like, come on.
Wow.
It's like, come on. But yeah, he gone and he gone, and that shit didn't. It was until that documentary came out when he like started facing those charges, or this was like always.
I think it all started when he was doing like this tour. He was like doing a tour.
Okay.
He was doing like an R. Kelly tour or something like that. And, mad people. This is, again, R. Kelly was big in the early 2000s, 90s. Like, this guy was on that Michael Jackson level with the girls. He was like the Trey Songz or...
He had a run.
Like he's like was the R&B artist, right? He was the guy, and blogs started coming out showing the victims at the concert front row, and then all of a sudden, all these lawsuits came out. They were trying to drag him down, and I think it also had to do something with his masters, like him owning his masters to his music and all of these different type of things. And lo and behold, he just ended up getting locked up.
But that's crazy.
Because like beforehand, you didn't even hear about R. Kelly.
No, he was just out here doing his thing.
He was doing his thing, but then the moment he wants to go on tour, then it's just like everything just blew up. I guess like, for instance, right now, put in retrospect to Chris Brown, he's doing his thing for how many years now? He wants to play. He gets invited to play in the NBA celebrity game, and then boom! Oh yeah, let's bring up your past.
I thought that was a setup too, bro. It just feels like I'm minding my business. You get invited to this event. You know what I'm saying? Invitation only. To only get disinvited, and then now his past being brought up. It's like, bro, I was minding my own black ass business. I get invited to attend something. I agree to come because you invited me. Now I get disinvited, and now my passion is brought back up. And I can just imagine, too, like, because of that being brought up, who knows, like, internally what he's going through of, like, people calling his phone, like, yeah, Chris, we want to have to slow down on this deal because now this is being talked about again.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we can't do this right now. Hey, let's just drop this for right now because of you being in the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now he lost out on some money. But what I found to be interesting is, like, I remember a few years ago he did a concert at the Barclays.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's able to do concerts, especially out here in New York and whatever, and not, his past not be dug up, to say, oh, you're a woman abuser, you can't perform at the Barclays, right? Given Kyrie Irving couldn't play ball because he posted a quote-unquote anti-Semitic movie on his Twitter account. He couldn't play.
Kyrie been silent now.
But like Chris Brown could perform and nobody says anything. And then like all of a sudden he can't play ball at the celebrity game.
It's crazy.
Like now that's going to trickle effect because all the other sponsors are going to say, oh, wow, we didn't even think of that. We forgot about it.
Yo, for real.
Let's make it a big deal now. Let's go and tell him he can't do anything. Now he can't perform over here, over there.
No, for real. We'll see I guess we'll see in the future more of like how this could affect them. Even though I don't think it will fully, but you just never know. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, I remember the night he performed in Barclays because I was actually, I was at a bar over there. The night he performed at Barclays, I was at a bar in the area, and I came out, and it was a whole group of people coming out singing. What's that song, bro? Say Goodbye. They were singing Say Goodbye. And I started singing along with them. And yeah, I started singing along with them. And they were selling t-shirts and shit. So yeah, everybody was like having a good time.
Yeah, I remember that day. There was mad traffic.
Yeah.
Mad traffic at the Barclays because I was crossing over by Atlantic. I was like, yo, something's got to be going on. I checked on Twitter at the time. Chris Brown. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh yeah. It's gonna be wild like that. Look, he brings a lot of fans, a lot of people, you know. And at that time, and nobody was like, oh, let's dig up his past.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
females are still going out and seeing the man.
Bro.
You know?
Yeah,
like, come on.
I know somebody personally. I grew up with this person. When I was a young boy, she was like in love with Chris Brown. I remember his first album came out. She was in line for it. She actually used to like, bro, she was so crazy. She would follow him wherever he went in the country. She found out what hotel he stayed in one point, followed him to that hotel, and then waited for him to come out. But he had like a lot of security with him, so she was like always able to see him like face to face. And then she followed the car to see what his next spot, bro. And it had me like we think about it now, like to see what these celebrities be going through. Like this is somebody I knew personally, but when that incident with Rihanna came out, right? Bro, and I remember as a young boy, I was just like, not disgusted, but just like, damn, you really riding for this guy. She was like, well, what did Rihanna do to him? Like, I know Rihanna do something. And I remember she said, word for, bro, it's not even my quote. Word for, I just remember this. She's Caribbean, so you know they got tempers. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, Rihanna come from my island, so you know I was a little offended. It's like, damn, Bajans, we ain't out here just fucking slapping people. But that's an example of some of the fans he have, bro. Like ride or die.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Chris Brown could do no wrong in some people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, like, my thing is, depending on the crime or the situation, you know, there's different levels to forgiving someone or like not having to fully dig up their past to like affect them now, because it's like, you know, it's so long ago. Not to say he didn't apologize, he didn't do his time, do community service, do charitable donations, all of that stuff. It's not like he didn't do any of that. He did it, and he didn't have an incident again. But like, you know, to really, you know, what's the word? Penalize him for something that happened when he was young, especially.
Yeah, man.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
But that's just, you know.
But hey,
another challenge of being a man.
Black man out here. I'm sure there's other questionable other types of people that's like running around and probably frauded millions or whatever.
Frauding.
You know, but hey, what can I say?
Bro, the celebrities I could name right now that have like done some bullshit in the past, and we out here just saying fuck it. This is so and so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, we got celebrities out here that beat their mothers, and then I see them on TV and like, but he all good though. But like he's all good.
So wait, so what about all them other rappers?
Oh.
Right? Hold on. Let's say this. This is a perfect example. So I'm sure, like, I don't know, Quavo or one of them other dudes or whatever rapper. What prominent rapper played in the NBA All-Star game? Like, what other rapper?
Yesterday?
Yeah, like what other? Okay, like what's the lineup? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or even ones that you known in the past.
Shit.
Let me see.
21 Savage, I feel like
21 Savage.
I feel like he played in one.
Okay. Let's see.
Shit he raps about. The shit he raps about.
Do y'all, I don't know. It's not even what he raps about. It's what he says he's done.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's robbing, shooting people, it's okay. That's okay. You know, to play in the All-Star game.
Bro.
You could be a certified killer,
He a certified killer
shooter,
and playing All-Star
and
game.
playing the game. But this, like, let's see.
Have you ever heard the story about he started off his rap career? I heard
Wasn't
an interview.
he like they were singing? No.
He was like, in an interview, he was like, he needed a MacBook laptop to record, so him or his brother broke in somebody's house, stole the MacBook laptop, and used that laptop to kick off his rap career. I'm like, damn, you just out here robbing and jugging to start your rap career, but you know.
Oh, okay. So we have Lil Wayne.
Oh, Lil Wayne played before? Oh, this was yesterday?
Oh, coaches. Lil Wayne's a coach.
Okay.
Right. You got Metal War Peace, who punched a NBA fan.
Yeah.
On the Lakers. He punched the fan.
Well, he started Malice of the Palace.
Yeah, he was Ron Artest.
Yeah, and he started Malice of the Palace.
He went punch a fan in the face. He could play. Okay. Who else you got? We got Lil Wayne, you know, he's a gangster, whatever gang he's on. Mm-hmm. You have 50 Cent. He's a coach. He coach.
I did see him in the on the sidelines.
He's a coach. So I mean 50, come on now.
50
he had the baby mama drama, the whole, you know.
Shit, we might have to talk about that at some point too. Like that's a crazy story he got there.
You got Anuel, Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, that's my man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, yo, like I'm sure he's not an upstanding citizen. I'm sure he's done some shit too. So I think it's very inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
Just pick and choose who you want to fucking pick on.
Yeah, I mean, very inconsistent, and I don't like that. They should have left that alone. They didn't need to bring it up because nobody was thinking about that. Absolutely nobody was thinking about Chris Brown and Rihanna's situation. Rihanna forgave him. Didn't she forgive him about that? I was going to bring that up.
Rihanna moved on, bro. She got 2 kids with A$AP Rocky. Like,
she got kids. She moved on.
She got back with him after the incident. She got back with him.
So then what the hell is the point? Like, what? Why? Like, why are they on this man about it still?
Yeah, she got back with him. I'm not sure. I don't know if I saw the documentary. I don't know where I saw it, but I think, don't quote me, I think she said, you know, the part she played in it, not victim blaming, but I'm just saying she came out and said her piece while also being with him. So she, like, you know, able to forgive him. And Rihanna ain't think about this guy now. Like, she got 2 kids. She's a billionaire.
I think their relationship is mutual. Like, they're like...
Yeah, they probably, I mean, they're celebrities. They probably, you know, cross paths in the same clubs.
Yeah, you know, and not say, you know, think, oh, like, I gotta avoid you. And, like, I don't think they're at that point. And I don't think A$AP Rocky's over here looking, you know, grilling him, talking about, you know... his past or anything. They probably they moved past.
They're all
already.
in the same industry, so they cross paths at some point.
Oh, definitely. Same writers, beat producers, engineers, all that. You
all
know?
These events, all these award
Galas,
events.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, I guess we gotta learn to forgive and forget, man. But
forgive, you know. But next topic, though.
That's gonna be crazy.
This next topic we want to jump into. It's in regards to this 50-50 relationship talk. So I'll give a little backstory on kind of like why we're going to talk about this, because lately I've been scrolling on the interwebs and I'm finding a lot of like posts or like comments about people talking about, oh, they don't want to be with no 50-50 men, you know, and relationships are supposed to be 100-100. Or like, there's no like, people are not really clarifying what a real relationship is supposed to be and what is expected from each person. It's more from the woman perspective. oh, my man's supposed to take care of me. He's supposed to buy me food. He's supposed to pay for this. He's supposed to pay for that. And his money is our money and my money is my money. So I'd like to ask you,
Right.
in your own words,
Mm-hmm.
what is a 50-50 relationship? And how would you like what would be your ideal relationship?
One few things before I hop in. I hate that the internet even put labels on other people's relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like 50-50 relationship could go in there's so many different ways. But for the sake of the internet and for the sake of how we talk about it in our community on the internet, it's really for like financial reasons. So 50-50 is you have a man and a woman, or you have whatever you into. You have whatever you into, all right? You got two people in a relationship, all right? Let me
Ladies
say
and
that.
gentlemen, please go to church.
You got two people in a relationship, married or not, and they're living together, and basically they teaming up together to just, pay the bills. Like, the man is working. In my world, because I'm married, I can say the man is working, the wife is working. They're combining their finances to, build a home or buy a home and to just really upkeep their household. They're sharing their expenses. And they're just basically working as a team to just fight through life together. That's how I look at it. Like, I look at it as, I just look at it as you working as a team, which I think in a relationship is what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You're working as a team, and in today's society, bro, it's almost nearly impossible for one person to handle the burden of supporting the family financially. Mm-hmm. So my ideal relationship would just to be for all of us to be happy in whichever way we achieve that. Whichever way we achieve happiness, that's just what my ideal relationship to be. But living in New York is expensive as fuck. I don't, unless y'all know, I haven't met a married couple in New York yet where the wife is not working. I haven't. From my church, personal life, I haven't met somebody that's in New York where the man is working and the wife is a stay-at-home. I have not met one yet in this society. Now, and another thing I think women have to get through their head, if life was that easy, bro, as it is, it was back then, if I could provide for my wife without her having to go to work, and she could just be a stay-at-home mom and do whatever she wants with her day, cool. Mm. But I think and I don't even think this is a man versus woman thing. This is an economic issue. Because of today's economy, it's kind of like getting away from those traditional standards because women are kind of being forced to work because it's getting harder for a man to just do it all by himself. Think about if you have a family of 3. I'm thinking about in New York. To support a family of 3, man, you gotta make shit. I'm thinking
gotta make a lot of money.
I'm thinking minimum $200K. Because if you make $100 to $140K, you can support yourself. But if you have your wife and then say if you have a child, like that's going to be hard. Kids are expensive. Like if you have to do daycare also, somebody that I know has 2 kids. They're paying $3,000 a month combined for 2 kids for their child to go to daycare. That's just daycare. They also have a mortgage. Other expenses, other bills they have to pay. Utilities.
Insurance.
So, like, their monthly expenses could be, I don't know, with $3,000 plus everything, I don't know, like at least $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be, it's expensive.
Damn.
So imagine how much. What is one kid? Let's just split it. 1,500. So you're paying 1,500 for one child. Again, this is based on like where you send your child to daycare, also. But if it's just 1,500 for a child, like, how can you put that financial burden on somebody unless they're up there, unless they move up in their career, and you just give them time to get to that financial peak? But how can you say like, hey, we need you to pay $1,000 to $3,000 a month on childcare, also pay the mortgage, also pay utilities like gas, electric. Oh, we have a car also. You got to pay the car insurance. You got to pay the car note. Also, groceries we need you to pay every month. I also need you. Oh, honey, I also need money to get my hair done.
And my nails
done. Oh, Sally over there needs new clothes. Bro, like, it's expensive. So I think when men say, like, hey, we want a 50, or when men say in general they want a 50-50 relationship, it's not because they're trying to be beta males or they're not masculine. It's just hard.
No, it is.
It's
like,
hard.
You got inflation, you got all these other stuff going on, and it's just kind of like, how the hell is one person supposed to, especially living in New York? And while you were talking, I was trying to think of somebody that I know that lives in New York that's in a relationship and only one person pays for everything. Like, this impossible unless you're a millionaire or you're making $500,000 a month or a year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
You have to like make real bread, and plus, like, I feel like you wouldn't be able to get. Say if a woman wants to stay at home, and for a man to take care of that man has to be at least in his mid-30s to early 40s, because you're not men or anybody that's in a career not gonna reach their financial peak until later on in life.
Yeah, when you get like your 40s, like if you started a nice career from like your early 20s or your mid 20s, 20 years from now, you could be making, good amount of money if you stay on track with your career or whatever. But like for the average person,
it's hard.
It is not like that.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
So I feel like for me, there's like this social media brings this misinterpretation of what a 50-50 relationship is. It's not that and based on some of the comments that I see, it's, the rent. If it's $1,000, you pay $500, I'll pay $500.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's groceries. Well, if we're gonna spend $200, you spend $100, I spend $100. Oh, the internet bill is $80.
Oh, internet.
Oh, we'll be, I'll pay $40, you pay. That's not what a 50-50 relationship is. It's not we're splitting all bills down the middle. That's not what that means. Is you bring your money that you can bring to the table, I'm gonna bring my money that I can't bring to the table. Right? Put it in perspective. If she lived by herself, she paying all her bills by herself.
Yeah. You got no choice.
you have no choice. There's no 50-50 with nobody. You're not splitting nothing. You would like to, but you're not.
Right.
But when you are in a relationship, it's okay. It makes the living expensive easier. Like you said, you're supposed to work as a team. It's not supposed to be a one-man show. Like, I'm not supposed to bring you into my life just to take care of you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like women want to be treated as children.
Yeah.
It's like
as children.
And then to me, it's like, well, what are you doing with your money?
I know. So you break up with me.
Well, you break up with me and
you take 50% of mine while you also got your own.
Yeah, while you got your own. Like, you've been stacking your own bread up this entire time.
Yeah, man. It's just, I just feel like what it is if both of y'all working, I feel like the man will handle majority of the bills, but it's just like you take care of some of the shit too, like little utility bills or you buy groceries too here. And you know what I'm saying?
It's got to be broken down into dollars. It's like, okay, if the man is saying, yeah, I'll pay the rent, and the rent's like $3 bands. then the
You
female,
pay the internet.
you pay the internet, you pay the light bill, you know what I mean? You pay all the other stuff. Like $3,000 is more than what, $1,200.
Right.
So it's like you shouldn't be complaining.
Shouldn't complain. And again, I'm trying to reiterate this. In a perfect world, if every man could afford to just have their woman stay at home and do nothing, that's the route I think every man would take. But it's just not feasible right now. Like, man, I went to the grocery store today and I was like, my wife was like, "Hey, pick up some eggs." I see $6 for carton eggs. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the eggs got $6? Like,
Yo.
I was like, well, eggs got this goddamn expensive. You know what I mean? And it just, things just add up so quickly. And you can see, like, with inflation, how stuff will just keep going up all the time. And just expensive, man. Especially with people. You know what I think really got people fucked up, bro? Like, social media with, like, all these celebrities.
Right.
And you seeing, like, you know, with these social media influencers in the early 20s, they out here balling on their girls, which they can, but other women see that and be like, oh, my man should be able to do this for me too. It's like, all right, you're comparing a man who's making millions of dollars a year to somebody who's just, you know, like an average Joe, who's trying to build himself up to that point, saying he should be on this level. And it's like, that's just unfair. It's not real. It's not realistic. So social media, of course, everybody's going to put the good things on there.
Yeah, the dopamine stuff to make you hype and lust
and then
want that stuff.
You want to compare every male to that person that you see. And it's like, oh, I should be getting this treatment also. It's like,
if he can do it, you can do it too.
It's like, all right,
nah,
cool.
That's not how the world works.
Let me tap into my invisible millions of dollars.
My monopoly money. Like, let me pull that out.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think, like, you shouldn't make somebody feel bad, especially if they're trying to work themselves up. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a starting point, bro.
And that's another thing. People don't have patience to trust the process of someone's growth. Like, support is the best thing someone could ever have.
Support, man. And
you
know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, like, if you could just stick around as you seeing me grind and hustle to get to a point, you would get rewarded. But like, a lot of women want to just go to the man who's like, how much you making currently? You a millionaire? Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't make six figures? Oh, yeah, it ain't gonna.
You know
work.
what I'm saying? I look at LeBron, bro. Like, well, the wife probably knew early on what he was gonna be. But
that's why she stuck with him.
Yeah, she stuck with him, and you know, she's getting rewarded. And I'm saying not to just be with a bum nigga, but I'm saying be with somebody who's persistent or who has
motivation, drive.
Have motivation.
You know what I
drive.
mean?
There we go.
Have feel like they moving with a purpose. Got a purpose in their life. Got like, some goals, ambitious.
You gotta be doing something with yourself, and then the money's gonna come. But you can't just make I hate that, bro. Because sometimes I even felt it like, damn, I'm not doing enough of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman's saying like, oh, I should be able to you should be able to support me 100%. Like, listen, where I'm at in my career right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's just
the reality.
I remember when I graduated college, you making chump change.
Yeah.
So, like, what the hell? So that means I was devoid of companionship? Like, because
I'm making all this damn money. Like, so here's this thing. There's this post that I found. It was like a repost that was on Facebook, and I saw it on Instagram. And it goes like this. It says, man currently trending online for asking his wife to go 50-50. Right? So the girl goes in and does this. She makes a post about it. She goes, my fiance and I have been together for 2 years. When I proposed, she moved in. I pay all the bills, and on top of that, I've been handling all the wedding planning expenses. I came to her and asked her if we could go 50-50 on the bills until the wedding is over. Money is a little tight when the wedding is $75K.
Ooh.
So this is the guy writing this. I'm sorry, this is the guy writing
Fuck he
this.
doing for his wedding?
Right?
$75,000?
75,000. 75K. 75K. She flipped out on me and told me her going 50-50 is a roommate situation and not for a wife. She said she's not comfortable going half because as a man, I should take care of the household. Mind you, she makes over 85K annually from her job and can splurge freely because I cover everything. She said her dad told her she should think about going through with the marriage because I'm not a provider for asking her to go half. What do you think I should do?
Bro, this is another problem I have.
Yo, that's great. That's crazy. That's insane, bro.
Because
that is insane.
he's not saying go 50-50 with me. First of all, who the fuck is her father? Because if we want to be
That's what I was saying.
Because we want to be technical. If we want to be real traditional, the father of the bride should be paying for this fucking wedding.
Exactly.
So you got this man here paying for his own wedding, paying for all the bills, and then when he asks for a little help to alleviate some of the stress from him paying for this wedding, now he's not a traditional man and not a father when I come up and speak about shit. Like, nigga, sit your ass down. Like, you ain't doing nothing. Sit your behind down. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Now he's just not an alpha male. He's not the man you want to marry because he's asking for help. Bro, I can't imagine the day where I can't go to my wife and ask for a little help. I would try. We would, like, as men, we would try everything in our power to solve the problem ourselves.
Exactly.
But if it comes to the point when we say, damn, I really might need some help, the person you should be able to go to is your wife or your fiance who's about to become your wife.
Exactly.
And if you can't go to her about it, he needs to move on.
He needs to leave this woman. His question is, what should I do? And the number one thing that struck out to me the most was the father as well. Because it's like, I'm like, dude, your daughter's wedding is $75K. $75K for one night.
Damn, bro.
Like, that's wild.
That's a lot of money, yo.
He's already paying for everything. Shorty makes $85K, which is already most than a lot of people in the United States, period. Making $75K. And because he asked her to only help him out with the wedding, she's got to go and dig him out and say, oh, that's not a provider behavior, this, that, and the third. Like, are you serious? And another thing, getting married is not a one-way street. You both agree to get married together. So it's like, this is like your first real major commitment and being together. Like, if you can, understand, like, okay, we're going to help out with certain bills to get this wedding loan paid off for or whatever. You can't just throw that debt on one person. It seems like it would have been better if they weren't married at all.
Bro, I was asking this question during the pandemic. There are gonna be times, because life is not always good. The pandemic proved that. There were certain marriages and certain households when the man was there were certain households when the man was 100% the provider. As you know, the pandemic happened and people suffered massive layoffs. So there was a time where, hey, one day I'm the provider, I'm doing everything I can for my family, to now I'm laid off from my job. I can no longer financially support the family. So which means he might have to look to his wife for help. Some wives left their husbands. Some wives left their husbands because they were like, oh, if you can't provide for me, I'm going to find somebody who can now.
Right.
So it raises the question, in regards to this, it's like, so if this man went through hardships in the future, you telling me he couldn't even go to his wife for help? Shit is not always sweet.
What kind of partnership is that?
Shit is not always sweet. How many businesses were successful and failed the next day, and now they're gone broke? People at top of the world one day, laid off or fired from their job, you should be able to lean on your partner for support, or for like maybe even some type of financial backing until you get back on your feet because you're in a marriage. This is what you sign up for.
Right.
But now because that man is facing some hard times, you just ready to just dump him to the side of the road. That's what I'm like, bro. Like this is what I'm saying.
This is what's wrong with society these days. Like, this to me, this girl's delusional. She needs to get a reality check. And to be quite honest, she's lucky to be with a man that's like that. Like,
lucky to be with a man that's like that.
Because look, I'm telling you, look, we in 2024. Like, there's no way, especially living in New York, there's no way you can survive living on your own with a partner living with you and she ain't working. Like, you just gonna be stressed. Like, you just gonna live to work.
Live to work.
And I know there's some guys out there that do that. Like, even you know, they just work every single day, 30 days, 7 days a week. You know, they just work, you know. And it's like, what type of lifestyle do you want to live? Like, are you actually enjoying your life, or are you just working just to live? Like, at the end of the day, you know, I understand there's certain points where, okay, if your wife, let's say she's injured and she can't work, I get that.
Yeah.
But if she's capable to work and you're just busting your chops the entire time and she's just chilling in the crib, eating your food, spending your money, like, what kind of lifestyle is that?
Yeah, bro. Like, if she's at home not working, that house got to be spotless. Food got to be, you know what I'm saying? She just got to take care.
Come on now. And then on top of that, the girls these days don't even know how to fucking cook. They ain't even know how to fucking make pasta.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother thing. Like, you can't even cook. And you want to, like, stay at home and don't work and talk about it's 50-50 and my money is my... Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. A lot
can't
of
even fucking cook.
Today's girls want traditional men, but they're not know how to be traditional women. That's one of my biggest problems.
Yeah,
too.
Don't ask for a traditional man if you're not a traditional woman. That's it. That's
like,
fair.
You know, I feel like that's fair. Like, shit, you need to know how to cook, clean, take care of the kids, and you got to handle everything at home while I'm out here hustling, getting money.
Like, you gotta bring my slippers to my feet. Like, if you want a traditional man, like, this is not back in the 1800s. Okay, we're not there. We're not during those times. This is the new age. A lot has changed. Okay, so if your ass gotta work, you gotta work. If your ass is working, you gotta contribute. Ain't no fucking free rides these days. No free rides, bro.
Exactly, man. So that's just my biggest thing. It's just like, it's hard, man. Back to that father, bro. Like, it's like, damn.
No,
well, you can tell. But now you can tell, like, that woman, she was marrying on some business, not love.
Oh,
she
yeah.
like, you know,
And
I'm
you
not
know
married
she
for
probably would have divorced him and took his money anyway. On top of that,
bro, it's good that I hope for that brother he ain't go through with it.
I really hope he didn't. Because if he did, he is the problem. He is the problem. If he married that woman, he is the problem.
Bro, I know for a fact he had to question himself. That's like the Lord giving you a sign, like, yo,
don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. You sure? Bro, I just can't imagine, bro.
But $75K, damn.
Yeah, $75,000. That's a lot of fucking money for a day.
That's like somebody's college tuition.
That's definitely college tuition.
Like, think about
That's a salary.
Put that in perspective, guys. That's a college tuition. That's like room and board.
Bro, some people
for
out
4
here.
years. 4 years of school, spending in one day. Think about that for a second. Would you want to be, you know, having to pay for that all on your own? Like, come on now. Student loan debt is a serious thing. And I'm sure he probably does have some student loan debt if, you know, he's able to finance this girl's lifestyle. But I don't know. I didn't get all that information, but you know, it's possible he may have some debt or he may not. But you know, to be able to fork over that type of money on your own, these guys got to stop simping, yo. They got to stop simping. That's really bad. And the father, on top of that, he need to get slapped, because unless he must feel like his daughter is a princess and mustn't lift a finger to do anything, that guy's just as delusional as his daughter.
But yeah, it's just my God, I don't know what to say. The thing with him though, it's just like, how can you come at me for not being traditional, not a provider, when your ass ain't even paying for the wedding? Cause I'm telling you, if he wants to say anything, he should at least be like, well, I'm paying for the wedding. He should at least be having, I don't know, some ammo to say shit. It's like, brother, man, you ain't doing shit. You can't say that he ain't doing what a man should do. And not saying that the son shouldn't pay for his own wedding. Like, if you the father don't got the money, then it's fine. Then that's fine. But for you to say, oh, don't marry this man because he can't provide for you, it's like, bro, if you want to get technical, you should be one paying for the wedding, or putting some money towards the wedding.
Nah, he wanted to hit the open bar. That's why.
Just hit the open bar.
That's all he wanted to do: eat the free food and then go home.
I ain't gonna hold you. That pissed me off at my wedding a little bit. I like, say all these motherfuckers I ain't seen years come here and eat up all my food. It's like,
bounce like deuces.
Yeah.
Congratulations, deuces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
But that's what I'm just saying. It's like, again, bro, don't come at me because I need help and you not putting a dime towards the wedding. So
relationships are supposed to be 100, 50, whatever you want to call it. The number is supposed to be the same on both sides. All right, and it doesn't have to be denominated in dollars. It could be effort. Okay, you know, let's say the woman makes less, but she, you know, gets off of work. She goes and picks the kids up from school, or you know what I mean, or you know, she packs the lunch for the kids in the morning, or you know, you could pack the lunch for the kids. It's like it doesn't have to be like a role playing situation, but you gotta at least, you know, be able to share responsibilities, and responsibilities include taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, and taking care of the bills. It shouldn't just be one guy supposed to pay for everything, the other one does whatever they feel, however they feel. You know, that's just not it. And what I think is, a lot of these fools that's talking on social media never actually had a real relationship.
Yeah.
They never actually been in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, me and my girl, we do this, or me and my mans, we do this. They never been in it, so now they just talking out their ass, because half these girls these days already sleeping with 4, 5, 6 guys, and out there trying to get a trying to get a free meal every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day just passed. We know everybody was trying to get a free meal. Like, that's the game. You got to know the game. Like everybody's trying to get a free meal. Everybody's trying to feel loved on that day. It's all a marketing scam, but you know, you got to be on one, you know. And
man.
Dudes keep simping too hard for that.
Yeah, so sucks. I don't know, man. That's just horrible, bro. I can't just imagine a marriage, or when you're in a serious relationship with somebody, and I can't go ask for them for help.
That's messed up.
Fucked up.
Well, switching gears. Just want to provide some updates to the migrant crisis that's going on in New York City.
Oh man.
It's starting to get kind of out of hand now, and it's almost like everybody saw this coming. And you know, I'm not a big proponent of the police, but like I find it kind of crazy how some migrants can beat up on a police officer and then be walking out
Free money.
free the same day, the same day, without being shot or choked out or all this other craziness. And as expected, they actually fled the city. So they ran off to like Chicago, Colorado, got picked up in Arizona. Like, how did y'all even get the money to go that far? But
bruh,
it ain't looking good for New York. It's really not looking good at all.
It comes to the point where I'm just disappointed, bro. It's like I'm not even mad anymore. It's just like I'm just disappointed.
Oh, man.
It's like you have all these refugees here. You're housing them for free. You offering money to some of the New York residents to house them also. Kicking kids out of school to find places to house them. And then you're just going to give them a prepaid debit card with money on it and have them sign an affidavit say, hey, make sure you use this for food. It's like, motherfucker, okay, even they sign it, and you going to sue them if they don't? Well, what money they got? Like, it's like, how is that protecting you in any way if they don't use it on, recommended food or supply that you gave it to them for? What are you literally going to do to them? They already ain't got shit. Like, so, like, what are you going to take away?
But you know what's crazy? It's like New York City knows what they're going to do with those cards. They're going to sell them. They're gonna sell the cards.
That's a good point. Like, you flip food stamps.
You're gonna flip it. You're gonna come on, use your brain. They're gonna flip it. They're gonna be like, oh, if I can't get the cash off the card, let me sell it to someone so I can actually have the cash in my hands. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, you're literally giving migrants our taxpayer money to do whatever the hell they want. And actually, they're saying that crime is has actually risen since the whole migration into New York. So people are getting robbed, credit card scams, all these little things are happening in the city, which, I'm not saying all of them is horrible or bad or whatever. There's people actually trying to come over here for a better life. I understand that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to understand that there's going to be those few that are going to come out here, rob stores, rob people, hurt people. You know what I mean? And it's like that shit has to be minimized as much as possible. And that's the basically all the migrants is what started the whole scooter registration. Because now if you buy like a little moped or a little electric scooter, electric moped, you have to get it registered with New York City. Beforehand, a couple months ago, you didn't need to do that. Right? So now they require that, and now they've been confiscating the scooters if they don't have plates on them. So if they don't have plates or registration papers on it, they're taking them away. Now this is affecting other citizens that were here that didn't have to get it registered or pay insurance and do all of that. Now they got to do it. All these delivery drivers, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Seamless, Grubhub, is affecting them. So there's a lot of cascading effects that's going on, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, Eric Adams need to get a hold on this shit fast.
He just needs to go. Like, don't even do nothing more, bro. Just go. Just step down, and we'll just hopefully vote on the opposite side next election, because it just really pisses me off, bro. Like, we have real New Yorkers, homeless people out there sleeping in subways, you know what I'm saying, who's been offered no type of aid. But in an instant, you would give these refugees and migrants just money on a gift card or debit card or a credit card, whatever, for food and supplies. Mm-hmm. While we have people out here who's been waiting for these type of benefits, like there's a system you got to go. There's been people out here who's been waiting for food stamps, waiting for housing for years and got nothing. Nothing. But you're able to just, in a snap of a finger, look for any type of housing or shelter for these people and give them food and supplies with a snap of a finger. Mm-hmm. Wow, there's been people out here suffering for years trying to get some of the benefits that they offer. But you skip over your citizens. And again, it's not that I'm mad about you helping, the migrants. It's just like, damn, take care of your own first. Like, why is that? I don't understand. I feel like I got to talk to Eric Adams one-on-one. Come on a podcast, bro.
Come on a podcast, man.
Because I just need to know, it's like, all right, why did you decide to help these people first, knowing that, we have, I don't want to say a whole problem, but New York, filled with a lot of homeless people, man. Like, I go on the trains, I'll be like, gotta make sure I got something on me. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, yo, do I got something on me? Because there's people who I was on the train last time, I see this homeless man right across from me just taking a piss in the seat. Piss coming all down the goddamn. I'm like, God damn, that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? I have to move. But I'm saying that's the type of shit that's happening in New York. So it's like, damn, why we couldn't get these people some help? Right. And,
it's crazy.
But I don't know, man.
This is what they want to waste our money on, and it's freaking sad. But all we gotta do is vote better. Allegedly, voting is supposed to what makes the changes, but I don't know. I don't see any positive changes in any shape or form. But it is what it is. Yeah, I don't even want to be upset about the city anymore. It's like there's so much other shit that's going on that's getting me tight. But hey, I'm just trying to live. That's it.
I'm trying to focus on my shit.
Yeah, but we're gonna address some comments right now.
Oh wait, one quick thing. You saw Trump release his own sneakers?
Oh yeah, I saw that for like $300, right? Yo,
I'm like, what the hell going on? I'm like, what's really going on?
I saw some comments on that. I saw that post. I was like, yo, people just out here buying it just to buy it. They're gonna just buy it. I'm like, damn.
I was like, damn, will it be worth some money in the future? Like, yo, I got the first official Trump sneakers.
Presidential sneakers.
I was like, this nigga I guess he's a businessman. He's a businessman at heart.
Hey, man, he owed $350 million. So
he got that back in some sneakers.
I'm sure he can get that back in some sneakers for $300 a pop. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, the sneaker game is a easy game to, like, if you prominent like that, you can make a good little change off of that.
Bro, like, if he I couldn't believe I was like, hey, what's going on, son? We got somebody who I believe is gonna, blow the waters out of Biden. We got our next president of the United States out here dropping sneakers. This man fighting cases and dropping sneakers.
He's like, yo, let me drop some gold Trump, make America great again. Kicks, bruh. I seen them joints. I was like, yo, this shit is hella ugly, but I know people are going to fucking buy them shits, yo.
Nah, I could definitely see myself going out to Long Island or Staten Island and see people rocking them shits.
Being on the court, playing ball in them sneakers. Nah, that was actually kind of hilarious.
That was funny. All right, but
fucking Trump, man. This
comments?
But yeah, comments. So we're going to address some comments from some of our past videos to shout you guys out. Mm-hmm. So this one comment was from episode 4, Cat Williams' reaction on Club Shay Shay, and more. We talked a lot about. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it because it was a good one.
It was a good episode.
Okay, so Ayahi _TV by OG News says,
Hell of a name.
I know it is even longer, but y'all get the point. He says, "What the fuck y'all smoking on? Unless I'm trying to escape certain death and have to dress up like a woman to escape certain death, no man should ever wear a dress. Not for comedy, not for any other reason. So white chicks don't get an excuse. Eddie Murphy doesn't get an excuse." So he's basically saying, yo, doesn't matter what the situation is, what, the purpose is, you shouldn't be wearing a dress, period. And I mean, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I gotta disagree. White Chicks was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was funny.
I can see what he's saying, though. It's just like, if you're going to stand on it, don't accept it in any fashion. It's like, no, I get it, bro, and I appreciate your stance, but yeah, like Rich was saying, White Chicks was a funny movie.
Comedy's comedy. If you can do it in a funny way, but not like the producers come up to you and say, "Oh, you should put on a dress because that would be funny." That's different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to if you're trying to imitate Monique crying the day she got kicked off or didn't get Netflix deals, and you wanted to make fun of her, and you put on a wig, and a fat suit, and you were like, "Oh, I'm pretending to be Monique," and you try to make it funny. Okay, I get it, but like the shit that Kevin Hart did was just retarded.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even gonna hold you though. I was still comedy or not. If somebody put on a dress, I will look at you differently automatically. But it's just like, as I'm laughing at the movie, it's like, all right, it is funny, but it's just like, I will still look at you in a way. It's like, did you have to? 'Cause even though White Chicks is funny, they were still at the peak of their career. Did they have to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't have to, but my thing is like, if you know, like, it's like you trying to imitate somebody, right? And you do it in a funny way that's actually fucking funny, not, oh, I'm just putting up on a dress just because you put it on and the skit that you did wasn't even funny. Like, it was not like a culturally understood funny viral moment or something like that. It's you're trying to recreate something that's not there, that's no one is, I don't know.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. White Chicks, that's one of the examples. Like, bro, that was a hilarious movie. That's like a classic. That's one of them.
It's like it's not like he didn't. It wasn't White Girls. I mean, not White Chicks. It wasn't Girls. The movie wasn't called Girls, where they just dressed up as a female. It could have been a black female, an Indian female, a Mexican female. It was White Chicks.
Nah, I feel you.
Like that. That's how I see it, at least. I wouldn't be putting on a dress regardless. I could be funny in different ways. Maybe I should do stand up one day, but who knows? Linga 147 says, "Sir, those barber cuts be wild. Prices are up $50 for a lineup. Damn, what the hell you getting your haircut?"
Yeah, nah, it's ridiculous these days.
Dislike people that waste all that food. If we on a date, that phone die easy. Phone mean date over. I keep thinking it's only me, but I appreciate y'all.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. Like, if I'm taking you on a date, why the hell are you on your phone? Yeah. This is a time for us to get to know each other. And if you're already disrespect, bro, I'm the type of guy too, like, if I take you out on a date and I see you on your phone, and then if I bring it up and you still continue being on the phone, be disrespectful, I'll just walk out. I'm a guy, I like to save my time. I like to protect my time. I feel like time is our most valuable asset we have. So if I see that this date is a waste of time, I'm not even going to see it through. I'm like, all right, I just ask you respectfully. Because I'm the type of guy, too, if I'm taking you on a date, I will pick you up. You know what I'm saying? If I got a car, I will pick you up. take you to a restaurant, whatever restaurant I choose, and I would like put time into this date. I make reservations. You know what I'm saying? I would put like time into making this a good date. So if I put in all that work, and you just showing that you just don't give a fuck, you're not interested.
They there for the free meal, bro.
You there for the free meal. It's like, all right, listen.
Yeah.
Let's just end this.
I'm
off
with
here
you
now.
on that 100%. 100%. Don't go on a date and just be on your fucking phone. Like, it's just that simple. Disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Respect people's time.
Right.
All right. Bugs VII says, we back on the grind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Every
are always
day.
on the grind. We back on the grind. You know what it is. We keeping it going, keeping the videos pumping on. You know what I mean? Bugs has been watching all of our videos.
Yo, shout out to Bugs, man.
Yo, shout out to Bugs. He's been on every video that we drop. He's been on there. He's been there.
Shout out to
Bugs for that.
Appreciate the support.
Appreciate the support 100%. 100%. I know that you rocking with us heavy. You know what I mean? Dropping the comments. And then Ayahi TV BioG News drops again. Drops another comment and says, hold on, they put on a dress. So, and then RNW 2739 replies, it's called a humiliation ritual. I mean, it really could be. I mean, I don't know.
No, it definitely could be.
This is like Holly Weird. Holly Weird. It's like weird shit just be happening over there. I don't know.
Listen, if you cool wearing a dress, bro, that's all you.
Do
know
your
what I'm
thing,
saying?
man. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
But
You
we
do
just,
anything for money. I get it.
we just voicing our opinions on it. But if that's your thing, if you're a cross dresser, you know what I'm saying, that's your thing.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
Facts.
But I just like to shout out everybody who commented on the last video. I appreciate y'all for commenting and subscribing to the channel. Definitely continue dropping comments. Let us know what you think, even though we don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Correct.
Clearly, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you can just be more in tune with us. And look, we're dropping content frequently. All right, we're dropping frequently. We started this podcast and we have a couple episodes up, and we just gonna keep going.
Keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. So, all in all, like D said, like, subscribe, and we're gonna see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Later, y'all.